Right. Hello. Good evening, you guys. It is High Priestess Jamila. Hello, y'all. How are y'all? I hope y'all having a wonderful day. If you're not having a wonderful day, then maybe we can change that over here. How y'all doing? So, where do I start with this discussion? First of all, I want to talk about a little bit how I have decided, due to recent events, to change my vote to go ahead and vote for Kamala Harris. I'm voting for her. And Shiva has had Shiva, Lord Ganesha, and Lakshmi has had a profound effect on my decision making. And I'll get into that. But the reason why I decided to change my vote to Kamala is because of misogyny. Oh yeah, and because she's a woman. That's why I'm voting for her. And I plan on supporting her a lot. A lot. Shut up. Okay, we must have a troll in here. Okay. No, I'm not gonna shut up. I shut up when you turn off the thing. You can just click off, hon. Okay. Okay, bye. Um, I hate misogyny. And I'm not a misogynistic woman. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of women that are misogynist too. I don't understand that. I've got a fantastic circle of women who don't hate other women. And that's what I'm doing. I changed my vote. And it's not that I have anything against Trump. It's no shade to Trump whatsoever. But I think that Kamala is going to be good because she is a woman She is ethnic and she's a woman. And so at first, I kind of was persuaded away from her because of Biden and everything, right? And when you go on TikTok, there's a lot of women on there, and they're like, no, we need to vote for her because of misogyny. And after seeing the disgusting nature of misogyny for the past week and dealing with misogyny and how very ugly and disgusting it is, I changed my vote last night. Last night, I don't even have to listen to her debate. When I vote, I'm voting for her, period. So I'm not worried about the economy. That's not a concern of mine. I don't mind paying a little bit extra for gas. I don't mind paying a little bit extra. I have plenty of money. I'm very abundant and blessed. I'm sorry. I've got to do it. Because here's the thing about misogyny. Um, I believe that Kamala is going to do a lot for women. And I think that it's time to do that because I believe that the past 10 years, judging by some of the off putting behaviors of men and some women, us women need that. We do. So I changed my vote. Now the interesting part about it is that first of all, misogyny is a spirit. It's a spirit, and I believe it's a spirit that comes out of the Bible. I do. I don't know about the Quran or anything like that, but I do know that the Bible has a very hateful and spiteful spirit towards the woman. And so over here at Divine Services Apothecary, we are destroying that spirit, and anybody that got that spirit on them needs to go off in their own corner and just don't come around me with that misogyny, with that disgusting behavior. Misogyny is disgusting. It completely destroys love. It completely destroys finding love. And I know I just recently found love. And I know that Shiva and Lord Ganesha and Lakshmi brought love into my life finally. Because misogyny is not love, misogyny is hate. Any level of it, any and all levels of misogyny has got to be destroyed. And this is not only something that is happening politically, but it is also happening earthly as well as spiritually. So Shiva is already doing it. It's already happening in the universe. That's why you've got all these angry, confused, disgusting men. It's like I've been watching them a little bit the past few days, and all they've wanted made me want to do is puke. The behavior, the way they talk, that no woman on this planet should have to deal with the presence of foul behavior. No woman should have to deal with a relationship with a man that is not based in romanticism. And so I'm doing it for love. I feel like Kamala Harris, when I look at her, I see love there. I feel like it's something that I can work with. Okay. I do. I see love written all over her face. And especially given her background. Okay, so it's happening. It is. And I really, really, really hope that she wins. Even if she doesn't win, she still has my support. And then also in the meantime, that spirit of misogyny as a witch and us witches that are on my team are constantly bringing up spirits and calling down powers to absolutely destroy the ugly nature of misogyny against women and children, because children are affected too, unfortunately. My father wasn't a misogynist. He just was a complicated man, okay? But there are actually, I'm so happy that my father wasn't a misogynist. That's sad. I've been dealing with clients with fathers who are misogynists, women who have fathers that hate them just because they're girls, just because they're women. It's terrible. You know what I'm saying? So, in the meantime, because the election is not until November, in the meantime, us women have to survive. And so Lord Shiva has stepped in, and he's going to stomp all over every single misogynist. In fact, he has brought together a group working that we're going to be doing every full moon. He wants to kick things off now, though. Okay, so that's why I went ahead and opened up that circle. He wants to kick things off now because the misogynists and the hate started in advance. Like, they weren't scheduled until the full moon. We're about 60% now. If you notice, men and their women that they kick things off around the full and the new moon. All we want is peace and healing and tranquility and wealth and happiness, and men that we can actually live with, men that we can actually be proud of. So Shiva is actually communicating through me, talking to me about love. And Shiva did not, I'm going to tell y'all something. Shiva did not come back into my life until I got rid of somebody. And then that's when he just appeared. When I got rid of a misogynistic male, Shiva showed up and told me, "I'm so proud of you." Right? So that's the focus. Okay, you guys can go to the website, and if you've never talked to me before, it's probably best to go ahead and schedule a reading before I let you in the circle. But if you're somebody that's familiar with me, you can just go ahead and go to the website or either Cashapp me. We need protection from misogynists right now. And I don't understand why, for the life of me, because like I said, I have nothing against Donald Trump. I like Donald Trump. I think he's a great guy. I think that he was a great president. But I think that the problem is that he doesn't address misogyny and crimes against women. So I don't have anything against him, but I don't understand why, because of this whole election thing, misogyny for some reason has shown its ugly, ugly, ugly head. Oh my God. And as a woman, I'm not going to live in a world where I have to be bothered with ugly, disgusting, misogynistic men. Uh-uh. As a woman, I'm not going to do that. Right? And it is what it is. We're not doing that. And then they don't want to stop bothering you. I think that at some point we're going to have to tighten up the laws of stalking, revenge porn, rape, all of that. It's a lot of disgusting men out there who are constantly pursuing women who shouldn't even be looking at a woman. And really, a lot of these men need to just stay away from women because that's how disgusting they are. Okay. So, that's one of the reasons, that's the main reason why I changed my vote. And I hope she wins. You know what I'm saying? Sadly, sadly, you have women that support the misogynist regime. And what are they doing? They're causing more problems. They're causing more issues. And those women don't count to me. To me, the women that count are the women that love themselves, respect themselves, women that have the ability to love, women that are not trying to rob other women that are not trying to steal other women's light, women that are smart, that know how to stay connected to source, women that are on other women's side. And, men should understand, because as a woman, I'm not just out here against women. There are some women that are just out the gate, they hate women. And, when I was speaking about Kamala Harris even a few weeks ago, I don't want people to think that I did that just because she's a woman. I was thinking more so about what's been happening during, the whole presidency with the Biden administration. Otherwise, I'm not a hateful woman. I don't try to embarrass and humiliate women. I will expose them and tell the truth. There are women that I am arch enemies with, and I will be enemies with these women for the rest of my life, more than likely, the rest of their lives. But they're not allowed in my utopia anyway, so I don't have to be around those women. Okay. And I've got women in social media that are pathetic like that. It's almost like, think of it, if I had a brick and mortar store. That's what it's comparable to. When these misogynistic, desperate women come on YouTube to try to embarrass, humiliate, and discredit me, along with these disgusting, very unattractive men, it's almost like they're standing outside of my brick and mortar store trying to heckle at me. And it's pathetic. Basically, trying to do what to y'all's high priestess? When in the past few weeks, I've gotten phone calls, text messages, emails from women saying, "Oh my God, the ritual that you did, the one that Shiva brought to me, the chakra realignment ritual, and it can't be duplicated. It has to be taught. It can be taught, but it can't be duplicated. So none of the enemies can come and say, oh, well, I can do that." No, they can't, because they don't know what the ritual is about. Okay. People coming to me saying, oh my God, Jamila, I love it. I love it. I loved that ritual. Oh my God, I've been having so much more energy. I feel so peaceful. That's called Shiva. Shiva bought me that ritual. So these people that are attacking you guys as high priestess Jamila are essentially trying to do what? They're trying to stop y'all healing and hating on y'all, because they're haters and crabs in a barrel. Not only that, Shiva is also working with Lakshmi, Lord Ganesha, Brahma, to bring money and prosperity. And a lot of my clients have came to me and said, "Oh my, just they just kind of." One of my sisters, she was telling me that, just their good news about what they're getting since they paid for work with me. Okay. So this particular Shiva group that I'm doing, I'm not exactly sure what Shiva plans on healing in the people in the circle, because he knows individually. You don't have to tell him, but as far as like with money, so it'll be Shiva, Lord Ganesha, and Lakshmi combined. Okay. It'll be all three of them combined. And I think that that's an excellent combination. Um, and, so we've already started on the work for that circle. And all I got to say is that we always are going to come off on top. Over here at Divine Services Apothecary, we do not support, nor do we covet any spirit of misogyny. To me, a man, for me to call you a man, is a man that shows the utmost respect to the woman. Period. If you're a man disrespecting a woman at all, especially if that woman has done nothing to you, don't fall up underneath my radar. Because keep in mind, guys, even though I work with Shiva, Shiva is a manifestation of Satan. And, those men, whatever it is that they're doing, they're going to meet a demon, which will create their demise. So it's not like we're just like, oh, love and light. And, no, we're still working with our spirits to bring total destruction and annihilation to them all. To them all for the things that they have been doing. So if you guys need dark work, y'all can holler at me. Because a lot of them deserve what they get. Okay. It's cool, King of Swords. No problem, sweetie. I don't have an issue with that. You're fine. You're fine. How you been doing, Christian? So misogyny needs to be destroyed. It may not change. It's not going to change those men, but it'll change how it affects you. I can promise you that. Because right now, there's a lot of abuse that is happening to women. A lot. A lot of abusive men acting a dang on fool. And I don't have any of them in my life. They're not allowed to be around me. They can kick, they can scream, they can have a monkey fit all they want. You canceled. Nice. Well, that's cool, Christian. I'm happy for you, sweetie. So, that's just it. And that's the entire focus. The entire focus is to destroy misogyny. It has no place. It has no place, okay, in our world. And just FYI, we are working with some of the most powerful spirits to destroy these types of men. So if you have a misogynistic man in your life that's trying to give you grief because you told him no, oh, he gonna be the first to go. And it just is what it is. Men don't have the right to impede on a woman just because they a man. And I don't agree with that. And I would never be in a relationship with a man like that. Gross. You're gross. Right, right. Hmm. I've never heard of that, Christian. I'm gonna have to look that up. They're gross. Misogynistic men are gross and they're canceled. And if any of them ever cross my path, they're gonna really be canceled. They're gonna fuck around and find out. So just FYI, we're doing this beautiful healing thing. Misogynistic men cannot be included in that because they cannot change. They cannot change. So we're not trying to change them at all. That part of the deal is over. Okay. And y'all know whenever you try to use magic or the occult to change a man's behavior, he always tricks you and starts up that same disgusting, deplorable behavior that we all hate. Okay. So that's just what that is. Okay. So yes, Kamala Harris for president. Exactly. I hope she wins. I really do. Okay. And I plan to do everything in my power to protect her. Okay. Because she deserves protection because she's a woman. And I think she's a very strong woman. I respect her a lot. And she don't control how these men act. She doesn't control the fact that I am being harassed and stalked by a group of misogynists that hate women. Ultimately, she don't have nothing to do with that. That's been going on for the past 11 years. So that don't have nothing to do with her. Okay, it has to do with those people that are disgusting in nature. And please believe that any hoopla is that these people are being destroyed. And that's exactly what they deserve. Nobody that's being a misogynist towards a woman, doing anything towards a woman, sexually harassing her, gets any grace or love. That's done. We have a zero policy of that. Yeah, well, they can't. Christianity is going to be outlawed eventually. Christianity is going to go. That's one of the worst religions ever. Is Christianity is one of the worst. So that's going to go. No, Christians have a lot of problem, and then the Jehovah's Witnesses are desperate. They're desperate because they're finally, after about a decade, they're finally bringing to justice some of the covered up rape and molestation with the Jehovah's Witnesses. So they I can't figure out which one is worse. As a woman, I just want to live in peace. I just want to come on here and practice my spiritual beliefs without being harassed and stalked. That's all I've ever wanted to do for the past decade. And so we haven't actually, for some reason, we haven't actually had to deal with misogyny. Just recently is when it reared its ugly ass head again. Just recently. Because it's ugly, it stinks, and it's disgusting, and it wants attention, and it wants to harm women and their children while it sits around and eats itself to death, trying to deny food on the plates of women and children. Yeah. So, so trust me, I am a dark witch, and whoever is trying to do that to me, trying to block money from my business, trying to block my clients from coming to me, trying to make it seem like, trying to do anything, those people are going to be destroyed, period. So there's no need in even arguing and going back and forth with that kind of filth. Okay. um Today is Thursday, and I'm getting together all of the stuff for the group that we're doing. I have quite a few that are in the group. You can get in. Shiva's extremely powerful, and he is omnipresent. He's not just Indian, just like Santa Martha. Now, of course, I still work with Santa Martha. Of course, I work with a variety of spirits at different times. And right now, it's time for Shiva. It's time for Lord Ganesha. It's time for Lakshmi. Okay. And so a lot of you guys have been, kind of wanting money, struggling financially. This is the answer. It's on the website, so you guys can go and take a look at my rituals. Shiva will keep you protected, because what I've noticed is that a lot of my clients have been complaining about sexual harassment on the workplace. A lot of my female clients, sexual harassment in the workplace. And they're like, Jamila, I just want to go to work and do my job and make my money and retire. And it's so very frustrating because these men run around here. They think that being a man is about sleeping with a bunch of women, and that goes along with misogyny. It's disgusting. It's disgusting that women can't go to work or business without being harassed. And it's like I told um I have an ex that's attempting to drop revenge porn on me. At this point, He's facing death. I'm not calling the police. He's facing death. So this is what Shiva is doing to him. This is what Lord Ganesha is doing to him. This is what Santa Martha is doing to him. Because honestly, the only thing that's been saving him has been me. Now that it's said and done and it's over, and he's trying to, I don't know what it is exactly that he's trying to do, but we're just doing straight up death work on him. Then we have nothing else to say. You can go around here and act like a silly fool all you want, trying to defile High Priestess Jamila, but you're going to be facing death, because you're not going to take a morsel of food out of Jamila and her children's mouths. You're not going to cause poverty to Jamila. You're not going to cause homelessness to Jamila. You're going to cause death to yourself. Death to yourself. So if anybody is familiar with that situation, we all know what he's up to, what it's up to, and it's ugly. It's a misogynist. It's disgusting, and it's already dead to me. That's just what it is. Okay, it played games with me recently, didn't want to allow me to move forward with my peace and the man that I want to be with. So now it said, listen, I'll give my life. That's fine. Be a sacrifice if you want. Any man that tries to purposely cause hunger and poverty and homelessness to a family deserves death. Any woman that does that deserves death. Anybody that's coming for your career at all deserves death. That's how spirit sees it. Anybody that tries to steal from you right now, with people, with me, out here working hard every single day, okay? Walking up and down steps. And by the way, my legs have gotten quite in shape from walking up and down steps, which is a good thing. Very strong legs and knees, okay? I've gotten in tremendously good shape. Uh, Anybody that is working every single day, and you got some lazy, disgusting, filthy person that's trying to tear down your work and trying to interfere and trying to block or delay your money, they deserve death. They don't deserve peace. They deserve destruction. They deserve pain in their life, because why would they do that? So that's just where we're at. Especially if somebody trying to steal something from you or rob you of anything. Okay. So, they're also noticing how a lot of these people doing these scams and stuff. I have a lady right now who thought that she was going to come in and pretty much steal my inheritance from my mother's death. Okay. She thought she was going to steal that. Yeah, no. My mother worked hard her whole life for her family, and she did love her kids and her kids and her grandkids, her kid. She only had one, which was me. Okay, but she loved her grandkids loved her back. We would do anything to have my mother back, but you can't bring them back. Once they gone, they gone. So, and there's been a lot of hoopla about that too, from misogynists. Okay, any enemy that's coming for me on or off this website or in social media, you face death. That's what you face, hon. Okay, and y'all need to have the same attitude. And a lot of the people in my circle, they feel the same exact way, and nobody can make us feel bad for that. If you try to rob us, we're gonna shoot you down. If you try to take anything from us, we're going to shoot you down. Okay? So that's just the end of that. Okay? But anyway, I got to go because I have an appointment coming up. Just FYI, guys, I am available until 3 a.m. for readings, so you guys can go to the website. We've kind of settled on the $44 for half an hour psychic reading. Oh, by the way, another thing that Lakshmi and my spirits want to say. I am not a sex worker. Never have I ever been. That rumor was started by an ugly misogynistic man who's very ugly, and ugly misogynistic women who are very ugly. I do all my readings by phone. They are authentic. All of my rituals are recorded at some point when I do work for clients. A lot of my petitions are shown to the client or either read to the client. Everything can be verified. All of the money that I make is spiritual work because I am a high priestess. So every drop of money, every penny is made from spiritual work. Okay. Even the money that I took from a man, okay, that was my spiritual work. Because now he feels bamboozled because he couldn't use that money to control me. And now he's mad. And that's another story. But that was still my work. Okay. All right. So y'all get at me. You want authentic spiritual counseling. Don't go to some of these other people. They'll mess you up completely. Okay? They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're talking about. Visit divineservicesapothecary.com, or either you can text me 770-686-7461. But make sure y'all get in my Shiva protection circle. Every client that I've worked with Shiva has been mesmerized by what he has done for them. This is no joke. Okay, because Shiva will destroy them. That, Shiva's a very powerful God. He's a manifestation of God. And then also, of course, today is Thursday. So his aspect is Zeus also. Okay, which is connected to Jupiter. Thursday is connected to Jupiter. Okay. If you want to connect with good luck, abundance, and prosperity, you're going to connect with High Priestess Jamila. That's the end of it. That's what I do. I'm not connected to welfare, poverty, misogynistic men. I have no connection with nobody like that. I don't deal with stupid idiots. I don't deal with drug addicts. I don't deal with that. Okay. Now when it comes to people that are on drugs, yes, I do offer drug addiction services. I do. So I was talking about that the other day, and I do offer that. Okay. But drug addicts that are coming before me, acting stupid and crazy, well, we all know they fake. And it's because they kept coming for me, trying to take from me, trying. Keep that in mind, trying to take from me, trying. Okay. Also, guys, go to the website and get the consultation if you need a destiny to take back your destiny, to take back your power. It's not just your power, it's not just energy vamping. People are doing destiny stealing. Okay. So it's important for y'all to understand what's out here and what they're trying to distract y'all from, which is basically they're trying to take all your luck. They're trying to take all your good health. They're trying to basically essentially be you. Okay. Is what they're trying to do. They want the circumstances that are happening in their life to happen to yours. And unfortunately, when it comes to magic, that can happen. And it can happen to anybody. Okay, so you can be protected from all of that. That's something to where the reason why that is even happening to you is because you are transcended past religion. So that's why it gets a lot more complicated, especially the older that you get. Okay, so y'all get at me about that too. If you go to the website, you'll see in my rituals tab where they've got destiny stealing, where it's a destiny stealing. It's the ultimate psychic vampire, reclaim your power, reclaim destiny package. Okay, I've got quite a few people that have purchased that. I do offer payment arrangements, okay, on that too. So you don't have to just go to the website and buy it. You can actually uh just during your consultation just say, hey Jamila, I need a payment arrangement, and I can invoice you to do a payment arrangement, okay? And for some reason that gets worse around this time. For example, if a person is, let's say they're a prostitute, or they have a past or something, or either they're a sex worker, or either they have something about them that they don't like, what they will do is they will try to make you them and them you. They try to steal your throat chakra. It's totally ridiculous when all these people have to do is connect to source. They don't know how to connect to source, and they don't know how to humble themselves enough to go to somebody like myself that can tell them, actually, how do you connect with source? How do I connect my chakras with source? Well, the problem is that a lot of them think so limited, and they want instant gratification with everything that they do. But then also so much has been taken from them already by other people, that's why they go and try to take other people. So think about it. If your source is the sun, and you do know how to connect with it, the sun is billions of miles away. And a person that has a lot of solar energy could be down the block. So that's the whole principle. That's why they do that to you, because they feel like the sun is way, way far away. And it's because they've rejected witchcraft, because witchcraft, y'all just don't know. I'll tell you something, okay? And I'm not gonna say anything further, okay? But okay, y'all. I will see y'all later. To all my peeps, love and light to y'all. And I'll see y'all soon. Okay. All right, guys. Blessings. Bye bye.